You go, girl. Your classy outfit, your pencil skirt, looking like you're on the show Suits or Mad Men. You look like the secretary lady from Mad Men. What's her name? Oh shit.
Oh my god. Not so much anymore.
I would love to refill that for you.
Oh my god, you're so sweet. What's your name?
My name is Madison. What? Don't judge. Don't judge, bro.
What are you saying?
Do you know those ladies?
No.
They've been trying to pick me up all night, so you gotta like.
Is that what I am to you?
You're my cock block. You gotta cock block them tonight.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
I'm trying to.
They lost 2 in a row. Like they're not losing 3 in a row. Like I think they got BGs with legs out.
Yeah, I know what I like.
Okay. What kind of guy do you like?
You're doing it.
What's that?
You're doing it.
Okay. A little lower, a little lower. That's excellent. You're really good at this. All students deserve a good teacher. Excuse me. Excuse us, excuse us.
Watch that thriller over and over. I used to chill. I was the holy seed, but watching Fraggle Rock was my only need. I used to play ball right down the street, 22 before Emmett. Freddie called me Picnic, so I roll with it. ABC on the radio, and Aisha was cool, but she was shady though. And now I'm looking at my shadow with my towel on my back. Tried to ride my bike, but it was always flat. So I strap on my felines and go outside. Then wood was good and they was on my side. Did I mention the times that I spent in detention? Being history clowning, wouldn't listen. Hey, used to be that when we
Just initially to get going, you gotta fake it till you make it. And you're going out and using all these cool lines you heard, all these cool concepts, and you're like, every time it works, like, oh shit, I can't believe this worked. Oh shit, it worked. She's actually, what? What? She thinks I'm cool. And you're like, da 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 da. Cool for 20 seconds. And she's like, wait a second, you're not cool. And you blow out. And you're like, next girl, next night, let's try it again. Da 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 da. Cool for a minute. She goes, wait a second. After a minute, you're not cool. When will the charade end? So eventually, what happens is you'll go out a lot, and you'll start to internalize some of those behaviors and concepts, and they make sense to you. And all of a sudden, you realize, this is the new me now. This is the new me. I was always this way. Fuck RSD. Fuck RSD. They are just marketing me. They just want my money. All these products are the same. All the same. You know, I saw the blueprint 15 years ago. That's all I needed, okay? Every product is the same. Every program is the same. You know what? RSD is a scam. It's all marketing. It's all marketing. It doesn't help at all. I was cool all along. I just never realized it. No thanks to RSD. It's completely myself. RSD had nothing to do with me realizing this at all. Internalizing these new behaviors and concepts. It's all me. I also invented the light bulb and the wheel. Okay? You can use the light bulb and the wheel, but you didn't invent the light bulb and the wheel, okay? So then you get to that phase and you're like, I can do it on my own. And then you kind of go back through a phase again where you realize that everything does help. Now the more, this actually leads into what I want to talk about in terms of, I call it life game, all right? So at some point, you guys will prefer day game or night game. Day game! Because I am a gentleman and a scholar. Night game, motherfuckers! Okay, who are my night game people? Who are my night game people? My night game crew. Night game, motherfuckers! Night game! Night game in this bitch! The wolves of the fucking night! Night game! Night game! We're gonna fight somebody. Night game this shit. On the other hand, Oh, look at those savages. Those night game savages, never getting any sleep, always wasting their time running around the club like idiots. Oh, I am sophisticated. A day game, thank you very much. Who are my day game people? Day game, day game. All the guys with button-up shirts. They have jobs, day game, all right? So you got the day game people versus the night game people. This is like Taylor Lautner versus like the other guy in Twilight. This is great, okay? Well, my core audience doesn't get that joke. Okay, the core audience doesn't watch Twilight. Fine, Julian watches it. Anyways, so day game versus night game. And at first you'll identify with one. You'll be like, night game is where it's at. Then you'll be like, day game, it's so, no loud music. Oh, why would you like the loud music all the time? I don't want to deal with girls on the dance floor. So if you love day game, if you're like, day game is this shit, man, all I want to do is day game, guess what? You're pussying out. That's the truth. I want to do day game because it's sophisticated. You're afraid of the dance floor. That's the truth. You're afraid of the dance floor. So you're like, the dance floor. They're moving around. There's a lot of girls. They're in a circle. They have their jackets on the floor. Is that some sort of a ritual? Must be some sort of satanic ritual. They're like worshiping the jackets on the floor while they dance, Shit, okay. I'm not doing that. All right, fuck that nighttime stuff. I'm doing day game. And if you are in love with night game, you're thinking to yourself, oh, those day game pussies. Those day game people. Ugh, ugh. But really you're thinking to yourself, when they're drunk, it's easier. It's easier. The same night lay. They can't see how scared I am in the dark. The dark makes me anonymous. It hides my approach anxiety. It's a nameless crime in the dark. So it's just a competition between you is going on. So what I say is fuck all that. I say fuck day game. I say fuck night game. I'm talking about life game. Okay? That's what I talk about. Yeah, life game. Yeah, nobody knows what that means. Awesome. I'm gonna tell you what it is. Life game is how I operate. So I got tired of it. I got tired, man. I got tired of going out at night and killing it. You ever had this night where you go out, you fucking kill it? You go out, like one night you go out, you're like the fucking god of the room, man. Everything you say is like a sack of gold coming out of your mouth, and it just smacks people in the face. They're like, oh, thank you. Thank you. Like, this is amazing. You're like, everybody's just laughing. It's great. You're in the zone. You're in the fucking zone. You love the zone. You're like, everything is amazing. I'm so comfortable. Approach anxiety's gone. What's approach anxiety? Never heard of that. And then you pull this beautiful girl and you go home with her and it's amazing. It's 4 o'clock in the morning. You finally go to sleep. You wake up. You're walking in the street. Why do I have approach anxiety? I was the man last night. This makes no fucking sense. Who has had that happen? Say aye. All right, okay, cool, half the room. I was thinking about this on my way over here because I wasn't sure if it happened to anybody else. But I was like, maybe it does. So you're killing it, you're slaying it, you think you're amazing at night, then the next day you can't even do an approach in the tube or in the underground. You suck. Or vice versa, on the flip side, you kill it at day. You're on your coffee, you're on your lunch break, you see a girl at the coffee shop at Starbucks, ha ha ha, blah, 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 charming stuff about work, whatever industry she's in, blah, 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 we should do lunch in the office in the area, that's great, let's keep in contact, that's a continuous conversation, you get a phone number, all your phone numbers call you back, it's daytime, you're like, ha, those night game idiots, they're wasting so much energy, they never sleep. And then, finally, it's Friday, and your boys say, yo, let's go to this house party. And you're like, all right, I'll go. I'm the night game god, the day game god, but I'll go to this house party with these feeble peasants. All right, whatever. And you're like, oh, and you walk into the second you get in the front door of that house party, you're like, and all of a sudden you're like a scared little child in the fetus position. You're like, no, lights, music, no. Yeah, it's like all overbearing to you. And you're like, oh shit, man. And you're like, I'm never going out again during the weekend. I'm just gonna stay home and read books. That's what day game guys do, okay? So the solution to all this is to not be either, it's to do life game. Both of these guys Okay? Both of these guys are waiting for the right opportunity. They fail because they're conditioning their confidence to situation. It's situational confidence. They feel confident in the day or they feel confident in the night. You're not trying to feel confident in the day or the night. You're trying to feel confident in life, guys. In life. In life. That's where you're trying to feel confident in life. Not daytime, not nighttime. Seminar room game, classroom game. Only the circle yellow line train game. Like you don't have to be specific. You want to feel confident any time around. The reason why you have approach anxiety is this, by the way. So, the reason you have approach anxiety is because you have situational confidence. Approach anxiety happens for one reason and one reason only. This is what I found out in my 10 years of experience. I've never said this publicly before. This is the first time I'm ever going to say this, and probably the last time I ever say this. This is going to be some mind-blowing shit if you get what I'm talking about. If you're fucking ready for it, okay? If you have the opportunity to write this down, you write this down. This is it. Approach anxiety happens for one reason. Because you're walking up to a girl and you're pretending to be somebody who you have not been all day. Yeah, if this was a mic, I'd drop it if I had some alcohol, maybe later. You're walking up to a girl and you're pretending to be that guy that you have not been all day. What does that mean? Glad you asked. It means that you're walking up to her and you're using a line, or you're trying to get into the state, or you're trying to get in a good flow, or you're trying to feel confident. You're trying to do something. You're trying to do something in yourself. You're trying to rise to the occasion, impress her, be social, whatever. Your mistake is you're trying to do that when that's not how you live your fucking life. It's not how you live your life. It's not. It's not. How do I know this? I see it all the fucking time. I see it all the time. I see it all the time. Walking down the street, mind my own business, some guy comes up to me from behind, touching me on the lower back. I get creeped out. Huh! He goes, "Hey Madison, big fan." I go, "Shit! I fucking told you not to approach from behind. Why would you do that to me?" You're not doing what I taught you. You're not doing any of it. He's like some guy like the worst. What happened when I was in what fucking city was that? Was it Calgary? Adam, was it Calgary? The guy at the bathroom? Yeah. So I'm in the bathroom in Calgary, like I'm taking a leak, and thank God this doesn't happen here yet. I'm taking a leak. I'm in the loo, and I'm doing my thing, just do my thing, and I see a guy. Like out of the peripheral of my vision, I see like with my hawk eyes, I feel a presence. And I don't know, it's a presence in the male bathroom, but it's a little bit more excited than it should be. So I'm not sure what that meant. Could have meant a lot of things, okay? So I feel this presence in the bathroom. And I feel it like, instead of like coming to me directly, I feel it do this weird like J curve. Like this unnecessary like loop around. And there's 7 stalls. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm in like stall number 6, and this guy goes to stall number 5. So instantly my brain goes, what the fuck, man? What the fuck? Something ain't right. Something ain't right with this boy. So I didn't know what was happening. And he's just, as he's beside me, I feel this happen. I feel him like look down and over. Looks down and over, which is fine. I mean, I'm a black guy, so like whatever, right? It's gonna happen sometime, RC Mandingo, whatever. So I see him look down and over, but then I see him kind of like look up and keep eye contact. The eye contact's there, and it's strong. It's a strong eye contact. You know the laser eyes we tell you guys about? He was doing the laser eyes, like that. I'm like, okay. I'm freaked out, and I'm just like, does he want to suck me off? Does he want, like, what's happening here? And he goes this, no lie, he goes, hey man, big fan. And proceeds to take his hand and go for a handshake. I was like, fuck, no, damn it, no, fuck, no. If I had hair, I'd pull it out, okay? I'm so pissed off, I'm like, no, damn it, Because when the guy says to me, I know he's not, like, he's like, big fan, but he's not applying anything I taught him. So it pisses me off. And I'm like, oh man, this happens every single weekend. And what's happening here is these guys are afraid to approach, well, me because they see me on TV or internet or whatever, but also they're focused for one thing, right? They can do dance floor game. I'm a dance floor game guy. I study salsa. So he's like all dance floor, or he's all online, or he's all Tinder, just shit now. Or he's like all Bumble, all day game, whatever. But he's living his life in a way where he can't feel confident all the time. He's living his life in a way where he's not a closer all the time. He's living his life in a way where he's not stepping up into fear all the time. He's living his life in a way where he's not social all the time. He's living his life in a way where he's borrowing and pretending to be somebody he's not. And it's obvious. It's fucking obvious to the girl he walks up to. It's obvious. Don't talk about it, be about it. Don't talk about it, be about it. Don't talk about it, be about it. All the time. All the time. What are you, just cool in the morning but not at night? Are you cool in the evening but not in the day? Are you cool on the street but not in the club? Are you cool in the dance floor but not online? Why is that happening? What's going on? It makes no sense to me. Guys, help me out. What's happening? I don't know. Right? Think about it this way. Think about it this way. You want to be living your life in a way, like every moment that just makes sense. On boot camp, okay, the guys that are on boot camp tonight, we're gonna go out. And boot camp doesn't start when we get to the front door of the club. Oh no. Boot camp starts from the moment that we leave the restaurant or the hotel. And you're gonna be doing your first approach before we even get to the club. Why? Because we're gonna be social all the way to the fucking club, okay? It's the way you live your life. It's the values you have. When you get in a taxi, are you going to talk to the taxi guy? Great thing for the taxi guys when you get in there. Ask them about their tits with the ladies. I used to have an old assistant of mine named Peter. He'd always get in the taxi. He'd go, excuse me, sir. Do you have any tips for the ladies? And the taxi guy always goes, oh, well, yes, of course, yes, oh, wow. And he goes on this long story. Do you have any good pickup lines, sir? And he's like, oh, yes, yes. And you'll get in the Uber, the taxi, he has these great stories, but he's always warming up. Peter's always warming up. He's always getting into that. Then we get to the front door, talking to the bouncers. Hey, man, how's it going tonight? Is it pretty good? Yeah, what's it like? Oh, yeah, how about on Wednesday? Cool, what's your name? Yeah. We talk to everybody. They talk to the coat check girl. Oh, here we go. Don't worry, taking the picture of it. There you go. Little tip, don't spend it all on candy. But like, by the time we get in the club, we're already on. By the time we were first approached, we're already on. Why is that? Because there is no opener. It's always open. It's already open. There is no opener. It's already open. Why do you need an opener if it's already open? Why do you need an opener if life is already open? You don't. It's already open. What are you waiting for to open life? Like what? When the next RSD free tour video comes out, then it'll be open. No, it's already open. It's already open. Guys, it's already open. It's already open. There's no opener. How are you living life? That's the opener. How are you interacting with the world around you, engaging with the world around you? That's the opener. How are you interacting with people? That's the opener. I'll give you another thing, okay? So a lot of this comes from my program called Boss. Boss is my program I did about character-based pickup, and a lot of it comes from this, the way you live with life, okay? Let's talk about values, boundaries, and standards. When a girl that you talk to on the phone and you've made plans for a date, and then you call her and you text her the day of the date and she doesn't answer, and it's 1 hour before the date, what do? Automatically, you know there's a 50-50% chance of her either saying yes to the date or no to the date. Now, let me ask you a question. Okay, by the odds of mathematics, right? Or I don't know what the fuck it's called, but by the odds. If you know that there's only a 50-50% chance, why do you not have a contingency plan in place for when something goes wrong? So the 5 types of flake are this. Number 1, the time limit flake, all right? Number 2, the distance flake. Number 3, the no investment flake. Number 4, the no response flake. And number 5, the another time flake. All right, so let's go through these in a little bit of detail. On to the next one. But before you go on to the next one, if you even want to do that, I'd recommend you shoot her a text. Hey, what's up? I'm really disappointed what happened. You are so much better than this. I had really good high hopes for us. I thought you were somebody different. If now's not the right time or not the right fit, I'm glad I found out this way rather than later on. Wish you the best. Smiley faced. Send. Okay? And she'll probably have that face that you have when she gets the message. And she goes, oh shit, this is a guy who is living his life in line with his values. He's living his life with boundaries, with standards. It's not the angry text you send. What the fuck? You cancel on me? Don't you have any respect? Don't you have any respect? Don't you know how hard I worked at that's respect? Like, she doesn't care about your respect. She's like, I don't care. I love it. She doesn't care about your respect. 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 You gotta respect me. I've made a day where you were respecting this day. That's what she reads when she hears it, by the way. She's like, girls, look at this guy. Don't you know it's all to respect me? That's actually what she's reading. She's not reading it like you, like, well, young lady, you must learn respect. Like, she's not reading it like that. She's reading like, ah. And then she gets this text and she reads it and she goes, oh my goodness, this guy who's totally out of line. And she can imagine what it would be like to have, she can imagine what it would be like in a month of dating you. She can imagine what it would be like in 2 months of dating you. She can already see how you're gonna get upset and get cranky and get mad when she goes out with her friends and she can't make it with you. And she knows she's a flaky person. She knows she's a flaky person. She's been flaky all her life. Everybody loves her anyways. And then you come in with all these rules, my rules. Obey the authority, woman. And she doesn't want to do it, and then she knows she's not getting along with you. That happens. And so now you can't get girls like that. Or it's another example. Standards, boundaries, values. Another example could be you walk up to a girl and you try to have all these values, right? You're like, hey, like an old school back in the day, we'd say this. We go, excuse me, woman, can you cook? Because I need a girl who can cook. And she goes, oh my gosh, he has standards. It was like an old school line. Oh my goodness, he has standards. Can I cook? Oh my gosh, he has standards. He's a real man. And the guy's like, I got that from the cave. And then after about 2 days of hanging out with you, you've run out of lines. And she's like, this guy has no more standards anymore. Rather than steal lines from a book or from a video, what about actually thinking about, in detail, sitting down and thinking about what you want in a woman? What is the role that a woman can play in your life? Do you want a woman who's supportive? Do you want a woman who's just a complete nymphomaniac in bed and you don't care if she was raped when she was 14 by her uncle? Do you want a girl who is just like absolutely just so compassionate she calls you 5 times a day and maybe she's a little bit needy, but that's okay because you just want those check-ins? Do you want a girl who is elegant, sophisticated? Do you want a girl who walks into a room and she just kind of just flows and the door is open, it's like wind, and everybody's like, damn? Do you want a girl who represents you? It's exactly your flow and your vibe. What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? I don't know. It's like the movie The Notebook, right? What do you want? I don't know. What do you want? What do you want? If you don't know in detail what you want, how are you gonna find that? Of course, you just walk up to any girl hoping pickup works. Because you walk up to every girl thinking, can you complete my puzzle? Do you have the, excuse me, do you have the missing piece to my puzzle? It's so incomplete. Give me a piece. I'd ass, right? So it's like you're looking for this missing piece of a puzzle to complete you, and when you don't have that missing piece, you walk up to every girl looking for that piece, and she goes, this guy is not sorted out. He doesn't even know what he's looking for. What piece do you have? I'll take any piece. I'd ass, right? What piece do you have? Do you have a red piece, yellow piece of the house, piece of the boat, piece of the pussy? What kind of piece do you have? And you're just looking for any piece. Rather than going up and selecting, saying, I'm looking for this. I'm looking for a girl who is, what, street smart. Okay, cool. What are the questions you're gonna ask for a girl that is street smart? What are you gonna ask? What are you gonna ask?
Where'd you grow up?
What?
Where'd you grow up?
Where'd you grow up? Not far from here. Right? If you want to find a girl that's street smart, you could say, what's the riskiest thing you've done that you got yourself out of? Or you could say,
What gang you in?
what gang you in? She's like, if I tell you, I have to kill you. What gang you in? In LA, that could be a problem. But yeah, like you would figure out like what you would even ask her, right? Like that's the thing. What do you even ask her to find out she has those qualities? What are you even looking for in her behaviors when you're around her for like an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours to figure out she has those qualities, right? I test girls on stuff like that. There's a girl right now who, stunning girl, gorgeous girl, like, oh my gosh, like I showed you the picture, you guys would like cream your pants, okay? Stunning girl, calls me every day from Vancouver, sends me a photo or an audio message, whatever, it's amazing. Call me from, and I'm in London, right? She's calling me from there. And one of the things that I said to her is, I'm gonna fly her out to spend some time with me. It's a first date, by the way. Whew. Now, here's what I did. Here's my test. What she did is she found me flights that were direct flights, like one way, direct flight that way. I found a flight with one connection, right? I just said back to her, I'm like, hey, this one's a little bit cheaper. Let me know what you think. Why would I do that? To see if she cares that I can be a cheap bastard sometimes. Now, I'm totally not gonna be a cheap bastard. I'm not going to. I'm probably gonna fly her to like Paris at some time or like LA or Miami. We're gonna hang out at like in Miami at Prime 112 or Prime 212, whatever it is, have great steaks. We're gonna go to Vegas, Steve Wynn Steakhouse. We're gonna go to Vegas, hang out at the mansion, the RSD crew. We're gonna go with Michael Sartain and all these guys and hang out behind the booth with Playboy models and Wet Republic and blah, 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 blah. But does she like me or does she like the idea of me? And the only way I'm gonna find it out is by taking away a little bit of the idea of me and seeing if she wants to go on a 6-hour plane ride instead of a 4-hour plane ride. Just a little bit. Whoop. Or does she go, and take a while to get back to me when I recommend this cheaper option, right? I wanna know. These are things I set up in my life. So it's not about walking up to the girl and trying to pick her up. It's walking up to the girl and seeing if you guys are a fit, if you guys are a match. Can you guys play ball together? Should you guys be together? Should you even have sex with this girl? If you had sex with this girl and she got pregnant, how would she handle it? Do you know that? No, of course you don't, but you want to fuck her anyways. How would she act if it was already open? You wouldn't think about the opener, you would think about the end game. What's in the end? What is your ultimate goal? And again, all the stuff I go through in Boss, okay? Because when you live your life this way, there is no pickup, there is no game. You are the game. There is no game, you are game. Game is what we call like this game. Do I have game yet? What's my level of game? I'm a beginner, I'm a newbie. I have advanced game, I want instructor level game. What is my game? When will I know that I have game? I lost my game. Oh shit. Where did I put it? Yeah, I was dating this girl, I saw her for about 3 weeks, and then after it was over, I lost my game. Where'd I put it? Where'd I put the game, man? Oh, that guy has good game. Oh, I want to get some of that game. Shit. If I drink, I can pretend that I have game. Booze makes me feel like I had game. Hey, game. This eluding search for game. This search that never ends. This search you're always going through. Doesn't exist. Doesn't exist. This is what happens is when you live your life with game. Like you live your life in a way that is game. I'm not saying going out and approaching everybody nonstop in the day. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying the way you live your life, how you interact with the world, how you leave your signature on everything that you do. What's that like? That's game. How you leave your signature on everything you do. You know, when you go to the bank machine, are you that bastard that takes the bank paper out, crumples it up, shoots it on the floor, walks off? When you when you get a girl's phone number and she really likes you and you're not sure about her, do you ghost her? Do you ghost her? Do you ghost girls? Because you should be ghosted as well. When there's a girl in the club and she's very attractive and she has a friend beside her that is not so attractive, do you go, fucking cock block? Or do you try to raise her up to your level? Hey, listen, come play fair with us. I want you to sit at the adult table. I really do. But you gotta be nice. Me and your friend like each other. You can either come to the wedding or not. Right? Play nice, play nice, play nice. Are you gonna play nice? Are you gonna play nice? Okay, come on. All right. You're Cupid, you're the wing girl. Help me get your friend. Tell me what to do. Be my RSD coach. You don't know what that is? Doesn't matter. Coach me. All right? Do you raise her up to your level? Do you raise her up? Do you raise people up around you? I think cock blocks happen in game, by the way, because of how you live your life. They almost never happen to me. Like guys, I can't even imagine like the last time, like, when was the last time like we went out and like a girl was like really adamant about getting her friends away from me? Like I can't even remember. Like the girl behind the pillar, like that I pulled behind the pillar, her friends like left to the taxi and like came back afterwards. Like the girl in Amsterdam, like what, like, do you even remember her friends look like? I know there was like 3 or 4 of them. And then it's just like, we went to the dance club. Yeah. So we went to Amsterdam, and this girl was like, pee on me, piss on me, fuck me in my mouth, shit on me, whatever. And that's not the highlight of the story, but she says all this stuff, and then like at one point she's like kind of tipsy, so she's like takes my earplugs, and like I have like earplugs from the club. She takes my earplugs and like throws them on the floor. I'm like, fuck this, I'm out of here, I'm done. Steph, I'm done. Steph's like, well, she didn't really understand why you had earplugs. I'm like, no excuses. No excuses, I'm done. And Steph really wanted me to stay, by the way. He really wanted me to stay. He's like, listen, you gotta be kind to her. She didn't understand you have earplugs because you're in a club all the time and you could go deaf. Like me wearing earplugs in a club is part of my job. Me going to the sauna like every week, it's not because I'm a pussy. It's part of my job. This is the money maker. If I lose this, there's no job, okay? So I'm like really adamant about this. Steph is like, no, it's okay, you know, just be nice. I'm like, no, it's done. I'm walking out the club, okay? I'm like, I'm done. This is like my standard I have to myself, right? I'm walking out the club. I'm leaving the club at the front door. Her friend comes running. Her friend's like, listen, she's really sorry. She didn't understand what happened. She didn't understand why I had earplugs. Please, just come back. Just come back. We'll work it out. Just come back. I'm like, no. Please, just come back. I'll get you a drink. I don't drink. I'm an RSD. I'll come back. Get you whatever you want. We'll come back. We'll work it out. I'm like, fine. So I kind of like stumble back. And she's like writing these messages. And her friend's like, see? Like, I can't remember the last time I had a cock block at all. Like, really. I cannot remember. I would seriously have to go back to Ottawa in 2016, like a year and a half ago, but even that one flipped around. Like I can't remember the last time this happened. I really can't. It's an accumulation of the way that I'm living life, the way that I'm interacting with people, the way I'm trying to raise people up around me no matter who they are.
This is my roommate, and I feel like we would be best friends.
All 3 of us? We would all become one best friend.
One happy family.
One organism.
I'm not kidding.
Why? Because of what I do?
And just how he
okay? There is no game. It's the way you live your life. There is no opening. It's already open. There is no day game or night game. It's life game. Fuck your day game. Fuck your night game. It's life game. It's how you live. Thank you. I'm not finished yet. Thank you. So, how do I open this? Yeah. So it's how you live everything in between. Okay, it's not day game or night game. It's life game. Like, think about this. You're walking up to girls. How the fuck do I open this shit? Okay, here we go. You're walking up to girls and you're trying to be on in the zone. You know those good fucking nights you're in the zone? Yeah. It's like a drug. It's like a drug, basically. Like, when I'm on stage sometimes here, and I'm like in a good flow, I feel like I'm in the zone, man. And I go home, I don't want to sleep in the hotel. I'm like, yeah! Like, I want to just like throw pillows and have like a house party, okay? When I go out to the club tonight on boot camp, the guys are like, let's warm up. I'm like, warm up? What the fuck is a warm up? I'll still warm up with you, but like me, I don't want to warm up. Like, I'm warmed up. Like, I'm good. Like, I'm having fun all day, having a good time, talking to people, telling jokes, watching good videos, you know what I mean? Entertaining myself, learning, stretching my mindset, getting my comfort zone, being strategizing, thinking about how I'm gonna get here and the fucking tube is horrible, switching over, finding a shorter route. Then what am I gonna do? Then I'm eventually gonna find a taxi, get here. Like, I'm living this way anyways, right? So eventually, there is no warm up for me. There's no warm up. A lot of you guys want to live your life in the zone. You want to be in the zone. You would fucking love to be in the zone every single fucking day. You would love it. You'd be like, if I was an RC instructor, I would be in the zone, okay? Those guys and girls here, they feel like they're in the zone already. You would be like, I want to be in the zone. And you're thinking about it, and you want to be in the zone, but you don't deserve the fucking zone. Why? Because the zone is a place that is the 5% of how you live your life. The 5% of when you go out to the club. The 5% of when you're doing day game on your lunch break or on the happy hour. That's the 5%, okay? The girl doesn't care about the 5%. She cares about the 95%. The 95%, the other part of your day, how you live your life. It bleeds fucking through. It bleeds through. It shows. She can see it. She can see it in your pupils when you're looking at her and you fluctuate. Ugh. She says something like, you're ugly. You're like, ugh. I got a good line for that. She can see it in how you send her the first text message, and it's a little bit too try hard. You know what my first text message is? I don't have one. I call. Why would I text? Why would I text? She has Instagram. She has Snapchat. She has Facebook Messenger. She has WhatsApp if you're in Europe. She has all these things she has to answer. Regular text messages. Why would I add one more to the list of 45 messages she's gotten today? I would call. Why? Because I call people that I care about. I call people to make the message go through. Steph, there's a guy who wants to be an assistant, the French guy. You know what I told him? I told him, call Steph. He wrote me back today. I text him. I text Steph. You know what I said? That's not my instructions. It's not.
So, in his defense, he called me when I was on stage.
Okay, good. Okay, he calls you on stage. Good. But I told him that an hour ago, so that's why he called you. I told him to call you 3 days ago. He didn't call you. Why would I tell him to call Steph?
Why do you have that bottle?
Because I'm going to give alcohol to you guys. How does that help your game? It doesn't.
It's more intimate.
Because he cares about Steph.
I like the call because he cares about Steph. That'd be cute. I don't know if he cares about you, Steph. I think he does. I hope so. These all have, what is this?
Ice.
There's ice in all of them? Okay, the ice is melted, I guess. Okay, this is for me. The rest is for you. In a bit. If you are so worthy. All right. So, one of the things I do is I take a cheers with the audience after the lesson is done. Okay? So I guess somebody's going to get your drink, unfortunately. But good question, though, man.
Thank you, bro.
Cheers. If anybody wants to get his number, now's the time. Hashtag kidding, hashtag not kidding. Yeah, so I told the guy to call Steph because why? Because there's going to be a moment, sometime, where we have some fuck up in RSD. It happens every once in a while because we're human, okay? Very rarely, it happens very rarely. where somebody doesn't get a sales sheet, or somebody reads the information wrong, or somebody thinks they're supposed to show up at 7 o'clock versus 8 o'clock, and something happens. And the only way to clarify that is to make a phone call and call them to make sure they understand. All right? So what we typically do, all the instructors, what we do is we call each other. We call. Owen calls me, talks for 45 minutes, an hour, whatever. Max calls me, hey bro, this is, goes on some rant, some marketing thing, tells me The Natural is the best-selling program of all time. And then he gets to his point, okay? After he sells me on The Natural, okay? I'm like, I know, Max, I know. Okay? Sold more than the Bible, it's crazy, bro, dude, okay? We all call each other because if you don't call, there's too much of an opportunity for things to fuck up. There's too much of a chance for things to be misunderstood. Think of how many texts you sent that were flirtatious that got misunderstood, or texts you sent that were important that didn't get read. Just so many, so we call. Not only that, but Steph is in London. Guess where this guy is? France. There's a time zone exchange difference. There's a time zone mismatch. Call, because that's how we live life. I hang out with millionaires. They don't have time to sit down and write an email for 40 minutes. They call me. Hey man, I haven't talked to you in a long time. What's up? Yo, are you gonna be in town? Let's get together. It means a lot to me. I haven't seen you in a long time. I really wanna do this. They call. The only person who doesn't call is Greg. Greg O'Gallagher, he's not a caller. He's like, if my phone rings, get upset. So he's the only one who doesn't call, but everybody else calls, okay? So it's a way that we live our lives. And it bleeds out into our game. It shows through. There's no secrets here. There's no secrets, guys. There's no secrets. Everybody wants the secret. Everybody wants the secret. This is the secret. This is the secret. This is it. The way you do anything is the way that you do everything. This is the secret. This is the secret. Adam here was talking about deep work before. You guys remember that? What do you say about deep work?
Embrace the idea, submerging it. Go all out.
Yep, embrace the idea, submerge, go all out. Anybody in the back remember?
Resistance.
You're correct. It's funny how the guys in the front have the answers. Anybody in the back remember?
Laser focus.
Laser focus. I feel like you were about to say something, lady. You were like, it didn't come out. You were close. It's okay, you can speak if you want. Laser focus. All right, cool. So all of that is deep work. And if you have deep work, it'll work out. Let me ask you a question. When you ask a girl out on a date, what do? Do you say, hey, you free Friday? Or do you say, hey, I'm thinking about a great place I'd love to take you on Friday. You're gonna fucking love it. The waitresses and bartenders all wear bow ties. It's like the 1920s. Here's a picture of it. Here's the address. What time can you meet? And she goes, damn, this guy sent me a picture and told me about it and knows the address picked out. All right, cool. Because what does that mean? That means when you guys get married and you lose your fucking job, you don't go, I don't know where to look for a job. I don't know where to look. I have no idea where to look. Where do I look? I can't find jobs. You go, oh, I know where to look for a job. You see how resourceful I am? I can look for jobs. I can find things. I can figure things out. I can coordinate stuff. Not even if you guys have a baby or not. What if she gets fucking pregnant? She knows you're not the guy that goes, hey baby, what you gonna do? I'm pregnant. That's what you're gonna do. I'm only confident to the pickup parts. Everything after that, not so confident. You got the good part of me, right? Like, what are you gonna do? How are you gonna handle that? Right? It's not that little part. It's the 95%. It's the fucking depth under the water of the iceberg. That's life game. That's life game. What are you doing when the girls aren't around? Can I pick up a girl right now? Yes. They're calling my phone. Can I pick up a girl on the street right now? Yes, I could. But I'm in the room with all you horny bastards. And I'm here with you, okay? I'm here with you guys right now. There's no girl pleasuring me right now. I'm not lying and I'm cherishing right now. I'm cherishing like her bosoms. I'm not doing that as much as I'd love to, because the girls will always be gone. They will always be gone. And then you're left with yourself. And what are you gonna do with that 95% of your life when you're by yourself? Are you gonna be miserable and sad? Feel like something's missing? Feel like you're not comfortable being alone? You're not comfortable being yourself? You're not comfortable without a girl there? Something's missing? You always want more? Are you unhappy being yourself? Are you ashamed of yourself? Are you ashamed of not giving it your all? If you are, then you need to take care of that 95%. And then you still learn outer game techniques to help bleed that through. You execute the inner game. You execute that inner game. It's not just inner game, feel good. I live at 95%. I'm the 95%. Get a t-shirt. I'm the 95%. Yay. Okay, what's your logistical thing for logistics? I don't know, but I feel great. You gotta still figure that stuff out. You still gotta know that stuff. Let's do a quick little game. This is a game from Boss, okay? We'll do it from Boss. If you have a pen and paper, do it now. If you have a piece of paper, write it down. If you have your cell phone, take it out, go to the notepad section. I'm gonna give you guys a thought experiment, all right? We'll do it right now. And then maybe I'll get somebody on stage to share theirs, okay? What we're gonna play is this. The game is called I'm the Type of Guy. Very simple. If you're a lady, it could be I'm the type of lady. For the ladies, for the ladies, for the ladies. Okay, I'm the type of guy. And what I want you to do is write down the answer to this question. I'm gonna give you 4 different ones. The first question you're gonna write down is a positive and a negative. So I'm the type of guy to blah, blah, blah. I'm not the type of guy to blah, blah, blah. So the first one could be like, let's talk about alcohol. So for me, I'm the type of guy to enjoy alcohol, the culture, and the process and the house and the history from how it's made. I'm not the type of guy to enjoy alcohol excessively in order to change my mood. Make sense? I'll give you another one. Let's talk about watches. Madison's got a fancy watch, yay. I'm the type of guy to look at a watch as an investment into how much time I worked on a project. Everybody that I know that was successful bought watches in order to commemorate the amount of time they invested into a project. This one for me is for boot camp at home. I'm not the type of guy to buy a watch in order to impress other people or to make me feel like I'm good enough. You see what I'm saying? So you want to write down for yourself 4 things. I'll give you guys like a minute or 2 to do this. 4 things of I'm the type of guy, I'm not the type of guy. 4 different subjects. I'll give you ideas about subjects, okay? Subjects are very simple stuff: education, family, friends, relationships. That's very simple. Take 2 of those: education, family, friends, relationships. Then go for 2 fucking deep ones. 2 deep ones. 2 deep ones could be religion, finances, politics. Okay? Religion, finances, politics. Take 2 of those and make those your deep work. So as you're doing this, I'll just give you an example for me. I'm the type of guy that thinks religion can be helpful to people that don't have structure or belief system in their life. I'm not the type of guy that thinks that the individuals who represent an extreme left or right side in religion are necessarily what it's about. Give you another one for myself. I mentioned family. I'm the type of guy that thinks family is important and they deserve to be loved. I am not the type of guy that thinks family can hurt you over and over again and there is no consequence to that. Can't get away with it all. Blood is not thicker than water, always. Okay? So you gotta decide. So pick 2 or 3 of those, maybe 4. Do that now. Again, keep it about religion, spirituality, finance, family, friends, dating, whatever. Just write a few of those phrases out. The I'm the type of guy phrase and a I am not the type of guy phrase. I'll get you some of you guys to read those out after. We'll pick somebody. Sharing is caring. All right, my man in the green over there, yeah.
I'm the type of guy who is a good judge of character. I'm not the type of guy who can read a woman's mind and know how to respond all the time to her needs.
Cool. So imagine that, right? I'm the type of guy that can read a woman's character. I'm not the type of guy to know how to respond to her needs automatically if she doesn't tell me. When was the last time you said to a girl?
To a girl?
Yeah.
I don't read minds.
Yeah, but when was the last time you had said that to a girl? You expressed this idea to a girl, this feeling?
A day after my birthday on the 15th.
Okay, when was that? Like this month? Last
I
month?
was in Nice. I met her.
Okay, cool. Well, you should do this every approach. That's what I'm getting at. Every approach. Because she would know you a lot faster. Every approach would give her a better idea of who you are. Every approach would give her a better idea of how to communicate with you. Right? What's another one you guys got? Boom, green in the back.
I'm the type of guy that thinks that finding the girl that is for you is wonderful, but I'm not the type of guy that thinks that you need to continuously try to find her.
Okay, cool. It's a good one. Who else? Anybody over here? Yeah.
I'm the type of guy who is in charge of his own education and is always learning to get where he wants to be in the future. I'm not the type of guy who puts his education in the hands of others.
Interesting. So education is important to you no matter what, but you're not going to leave it to anybody else.
Well, you have to be in charge of your own education.
It's very important. It's very interesting. Does that mean that you will go to an educational establishment, also go take reading upon yourself and personal education?
Study yourself.
Awesome. Cool.
I'm the type of guy that believes that fundamental values, beliefs, morals start at home. I'm not the type of guy to lose my individuality based on what my family wants.
Amazing. By the way, everything sounds better in a British accent. I just like to say that. Everything sounds amazing. You guys can read the phone book and I'd be like, damn, that's some good shit. All right, black shirt. We'll do a few more. Can you talk a little louder? I can't hear you. Awesome. Okay, cool. You.
I'm the type of girl who would do anything to support and protect the people I love.
Right, can you say it again so they can hear you over here? 'Cause it's a little bit louder.
Right. I'm the type of girl who would do anything to support and protect the people I love. But I'm not the type of girl who would be dishonest about my opinion towards something.
Oh, that's good. Balance. Very, very good. Cool. So, guys, think about this. I know more about you in 15 seconds, 30 seconds, than some people know about you that you talked for half an hour in a club. What's my opener, though? But what's the opener? It's no opener. It's Lifegame. It's Lifegame. You know, when I walk into, not everybody cares about this when I walk into them in a social environment. I'm not like, hey, what's up? I'm the type of guy that thinks Hitler was that. I'm not like that. But that joke killed in Berlin. I'm just kidding. Literally killed. So I'm not doing that all the time, but when I'm engaged in a conversation, people get to know who I am really quick. It's very typical for a girl to say to me, oh my gosh, you have to come meet my friend. And she's like, you have to meet this guy. She's like, why? It's like, because of who he is. I get that a lot. Because of the guy he is, he really knows himself. Most of the time you're talking with a girl, the reason why she blows you out, not because your line was bad, because she thinks you don't know yourself. She sees it's a line being delivered. And you really don't know what's happening after it, or before it, or if she likes it or she doesn't. What are you gonna do? You have no fucking idea what you do after she doesn't like it. You're like, hey, what's up? Who lies more, men or women? What am I gonna do if she doesn't like that? What am I gonna do if she likes it? What am I gonna do if she goes, I saw you at the RSD seminar. You're like, oh shit, what am I gonna do? Anyways, back to this exercise we just did. This exercise is designed to teach you how to express yourself, designed to teach you how you live your life, designed to teach you how you interact with your coworkers, your friends, your family. I bet your family doesn't know half the shit you just said. Your family doesn't know half of that, I'm the type of guy, I'm not the type of guy. Your family doesn't know. And then when you walk up to a girl, naturally, this comes out. You ever heard the, I don't know what to say. I always run out of things to say. You want to make a popular pickup video? You just write, never run out of things to say. I don't know what to say. And you write that in the title, everybody clicks on it. Because they're looking for somebody to feed them lines, rather than the lines coming from them, rather than the words coming from them, rather than being expressive of them, looking for somebody to feed it to them. And so I'm not trying to feed you guys anything here tonight. I'm trying to help you guys find what's already inside of you buried down. Imagine never running out of things to say. Imagine yourself being confident in every social situation. Imagine yourself walking into a room and knowing that you're good enough. How do I get confident? You're good enough. How many girls do I have to sleep with? I'm good enough. I'm good. Like, imagine you having that feeling inside already. No more wondering, like, how much game is it going to take? How much do you have to learn? How many videos do you have to watch? You guys have more than enough videos. You guys have tons of videos. You'll never feel that way again when you start using Lifegame. Okay, we start understanding that there is no daytime, no nighttime. Start understanding Lifegame. Everything just fits together. Everything just flows smoothly. Everything just makes sense the right way. Everything comes together. Okay, you can go to a club and be social and make friends and party with dudes and they're pouring shots down your mouth. That will happen. You can walk up to the hottest girl who is an international model or any kind of model, and you walk up to her, you talk to her, and she's guarded at first, she doesn't trust you, but then something about you just clicks and all of her defenses go down, and all of a sudden you're the guy she's interested in. That happens all the time. All the fucking time. That can be you, that can be yours. That can be what happens to you on a daily basis. Because it happens to me. I just figured this shit out. You know what it was? I was just frustrated, man. I was frustrated. I'm like, I'm tired of learning game. How could I like change the software underneath so I don't have to keep learning game anymore? That makes sense? Like, you're like, I need to learn the next thing, and the next thing, and then I'll get the approaching, and then I'll get the logistics, and then I'll get the never run out of things to say, and then I'll get the physical thing, and then I'll get the dealing with the friends, and then I'll just keep getting pieces and pieces. You can stack pieces on forever. But ultimately, those pieces you're trying to learn are a compensation is a deeper fucking problem. There's a deeper problem here. And once you do Lifegame, that deeper problem is worked out. That deeper problem is solved. So you don't have to think about what's the next piece to learn. You just naturally kind of do it. It just sorts itself out in your mind. You change the operating software. You change the foundation of the building. And it just all makes sense. So I want to give you guys one last tip, and then I'll show you some infield in a bit, okay? The last tip that I want to give you, you guys excited for the infield? You guys excited for that? Yeah. Okay. So the last tip that I want to give you, okay, for this Lifegame is if you are a beginner, if you're in this 6 months to a year, okay, you just need to approach like a motherfucker. Approach like a motherfucker, because you don't even know what a bad conversation is or how it fucking got started. You're just like, oh shit, I'm in a bad conversation. How did that happen? I have no idea. You don't know how it happened. You don't know what got you there. So you need to approach all the time, be social all the time, and eventually, I'll get to you in a second, and eventually, when you do that a lot, it'll work its way into your memory, and you know what a good approach is, you know what a bad approach is. You can read social cues. You look at somebody's face like, oh, are they mad? Are they pissed off? Are they happy, sad? Are they impressed? Are they scared? Are they nervous? You can judge all that in their face and their body language. Okay, you just need to approach like crazy. That's the first part of building your ecosystem. Okay, that's the first part of building your Lifegame ecosystem. That's step one. Step two is what? Guys that are in it for 1 year to 2 to 3 years. What's step two? It could be shorter, depending on how fast you grow. What's step two? Any idea? No. Step two is build your fucking life. Have a life. Because you've been going out nonstop for a year or two, now you need to start building your life. You need to start getting hobbies again outside of watching RSD videos. Yeah? Except for mine, of course. Watch mine all the time. And if you're not subscribed, subscribe right now. Go down to the link below, press RSD Madison, there's a little subscribe button, little bell notification pops up. Click that to get notified of all my new videos when they come up, okay? So that's subscribe. But if you are already going out a lot, you start building your life. Building your life is working out, nutrition, gym, style, making friends outside of pickup. Go to meetup.com, make some friends there. Find out social groups in your area, go to a gym, make some buddies there. Like, actually start building your life. So when the girl possibly flakes, you're not like, shit, there goes my Friday. Like, you have some plans that are always backup. You have a life that you could live. You have things that you're interested in, you're excited, because guess what? Girls have that all the time. They have an emotional support ecosystem all the time that they're happy about. Because when they break up with your ass, they go back to their kingdom of happiness, okay? If you walk up to a girl tonight, I'm not saying to do this, but if you walk up to a girl tonight, you're like, I hate you. She'd be like, what? You should be sad. And she'd walk over to to her emotional support ecosystem, and they go, yay! Part of that's Instagram, part of that's real life, okay? But it's still there. You need to have something in your life that keeps you happy, keeps you maintained. Get a fucking dog if you're a miserable dark cloud, okay? Take care of somebody else besides yourself. Take care of a dog so the girl sees you're not a miserable fuck, and you can get out of your dark cloud and take care of another human animal for a bit. Or even volunteer. Volunteer one day out of your week. Go do something besides yourself. When you look at other people that are having challenges, you look at those people, you finally say to yourself, oh shit, my problems don't matter anymore. I used to do it all the time. Half of my game comes from guys that are 60 or 70. From 2013 until 2015, only thing I did was hang out with guys that were 60 and 70 years old. That was my social circle. That's where my groundedness came from. That's where my swagger came from. Guys that were older than me. Because they saw a lot of shit. Whenever I come in with my little problems, they're like, ha ha ha, that doesn't even matter. We're about to die. True story. True story. Okay? Get out of your own little bubble. Build an emotional supporting ecosystem that helps you, makes you happy no matter what. Become satisfied with your life and still want to go out and have fun and approach women, meet women, but still become satisfied with your life. And then step number 3 to this ecosystem, all right? Step number 3 to the ecosystem, very important. What do you think that is? Gave you guys a glimpse of it already just now. Start screening. Start screening. Start screening. What do you want in a life? What do you want in a woman? What are you looking for? What the fuck do you bring to the table? Really? Madison, I want a 10. I want to learn 10 game. I want to go to Vegas and meet the 10s at the bottle service. I want to go to Vegas and I want to pick up the hottest girls. I want to date models. I want to date Playboy models. I want to do this. Great. Why the fuck do you deserve a 10? Really? What makes you a boss? 5 qualities, go.
I'm confident, charismatic, enthusiastic, optimistic, and creative.
Those are a lot of non-tangibles. She can't eat creative. She can't eat optimistic.
Inner game.
Inner game doesn't pay the fucking bills. Right? So you have to actually start building these things in yourself. If you want a 10, do you actually deserve a 10? And by the way, there's a lot of guys who are confident, optimistic, ambitious, etc. There's a lot of guys that have that. I'm confident, ambitious, etc. So there's a lot of guys that have that. But you just start actually working on some tangible fucking reasons, right? Like, I know what you're gonna say. You're gonna say, how do you get the 10 then? Right, so, like, a girl that has a lot of, like, how could you enhance her life? What are her goals in her life? A very attractive woman, what are her goals in life? To take care of herself, be resourceful, have stability, have guidance. You know, like, prostitutes have pimps? Like, why the fuck does a prostitute need a pimp? Like, she's the one, like, whoring out her pussy. Why does she need a pimp? For management, baby. What does she actually want? Guidance. But she's actually making the money. Okay, so what does an attractive woman really want? She doesn't want your dick. She wants your guidance. She wants your support. She wants your ideas that you bring to the table, things that you tested. She wants to encourage you. Open her to your world. Bring her into a new world of experiences and challenges and new books and new friends that are cool and places she's never been to or heard of. Right? That's what you can offer a 10. You can't offer her, like, all your ugly penises look the same. They're all shriveled up little turtles. If you're uncircumcised. If you are, they're a little bit more of an attractive turtle. But they all look the same. They're interchangeable. They're not attractive. Like, your penis isn't attractive. Like, it's not. Like, I see all the smiles of the girls in the audience. They're not attractive because they agree with me, okay? They're not attractive. But then what happens is she starts to like you. She likes who you are, what you're about, and then your little shriveled up turtle becomes attractive. It's not actually your dick. It's attractive. That's why dick pics don't work. When she doesn't like you, she's not sure about you, she's like, oh, gross. When she's sure about you, she's like, aw. Same dick, same bad lighting. With your socks in the background. At your bathroom floor. Same bad lighting, same angles that are bad. Me and Brandon Carter are coming up with a program for that. It's called Dick Pic Mastery. Have you guys heard about this? Dick Pic Mastery. It's an information product, a digital product, And what we do is we walk you through the dick pic step by step, by the hand, from beginning to end, about what makes a classic, really resourceful conversion dick pic. We take you through lighting, different lightings. We take you through filters, what filters on your Instagram make a good dick pic. We take you through the apps. We take you through a lot of stuff. We give you dick pic infield. It's really incredible. It's really great. You guys are gonna love dick pic infield. It's incredible. It's not infield of us taking the dick pic. It's not. No, that's porn. That's Grindr. It's infield of us sending the dick pic and the responses. We have dick pic openers. So you guys are having problems with your screening. Just open with the dick pic. What else do we got? What else do we got? Then we got for a limited time only. It's very, very short. It's exclusive. We want to make sure it's only for the exclusive guys that are serious. For a limited time only, if you sign up now, you can get into the dick pic mastermind group, which is incredible. Dick pic mastermind group for a limited time. The Facebook group, it's amazing. Guys are just posting dick pics all day, left and right. Sorry, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. All right, kidding. Don't see me in the back about that later on. So Madison, remember the dick pic thing. No, don't see me in the back about it. Just a joke. So your dick is not impressive. It's where you've brought her to, what you've shown her in life, what you've introduced her to. That's impressive. She gets to kind of see what's going on in your world. I'm the type of guy. I'm not the type of guy. Lets the girl see what's going on in your world. She goes, that's interesting. This short, fat, bald guy who has bad clothing. He doesn't look like Antonio, the model from Italy with the armband tattoo, but there's something different about this guy. Maybe I'll give him a chance. I don't want to fuck him, but I'll just see what's going on here. And then she picks up your phone call, or she agrees to meet you for a coffee. All of a sudden you're interesting, you're charming, you're wismatical, and you're different than every other guy that she's ever met because you've been through the shit, you've been through the fire, you've tested yourself by fire, you've worked harder, and you looked at your dark side and your demons, you confronted them, and she goes, oh shit, he's that guy. And then you get the stunning 10, whatever that is. Then you realize you probably don't want a 10. Because you're like, man, she needs to work on her shit. And you have. And you're like, oh my gosh, this girl's so annoying. Oh man, she needs to work on her shit. Right? Because you have dealt with emotional trauma over and over again. Does that make sense? Like every time you went out to the club at night, you constantly confronted somebody who didn't like you or told you to fuck off, or somebody who told you that you were the wrong race or the wrong height, or somebody that told you that you were fat or you were ugly, like something that happens all the time. Like, what is an overweight girl? Voluptuous. What is an overweight guy? Gross. Right? Like you never got socially accepted for who you were. And because you went through that every single fucking night you went out, every single time you did a cold approach, and you learned how to reframe that in your brain to not fucking go crazy, you learn how to look at the negative and turn it to positive. Every time I get blown out, it's good because I'm learning something. And all of a sudden you brainwash yourself into the positive, to look at the positive and everything that's bad. And you brainwash yourself, you're like, I'm positive, I'm learning something. And you develop this fucking mechanism, this brainwashing self-mechanism of self-help and self-development in your brain. You can deal with anything that happens. If your friend gets sick and dies away, you're like, well, we had great times together, we shared, made such a bit. Like, you look at the positive and everything, but then the 10 never did that. The 10 never had that opportunity. The 10 never went through that trial by fire in the same way that you did. She had her own challenges in life, but not the same way that you did. And because you went through that, you're much stronger. You don't think about it as right now, but you are. You will be. It's a fucking gift, man. It's a gift that you don't even realize it's there. You don't realize that it's happening, but it is a gift that's coming your way. If you stick with it, if you get this life game shit handled. That's how Madison walks up in the infield, which I'll show you in a bit. Madison walks up in the infield and he just says hello, and the girl goes, oh my goodness, blah, blah, blah. That's what's happening, or I mean, hello, like a little more than that. That's what's happening. That's what's happening, guys. That's what's happening. It's not some magic line or some magic confident thing or whatever. I'm in the zone. No, I'm not in the zone. I'm living my life in a certain way, and it just projects into the game. It's a life game. Life motherfucking game. Okay? So that's the ecosystem. Now, the problem with guys, let's say you're the beginner and you're approaching. Let's say you're the intermediate and you're building your life. And let's say you're the more advanced guy in it for more than 3 years. Now you're screening, right? The problem is this. What happens to the advanced guy? What does the advanced guy usually do after he's been screening a lot? What does he usually do? What does he say to himself? What?
Settle.
He's an asshole?
He settles down.
He what?
Settles down.
Not even settles down. It's close, but not that. What?
Trying to achieve your goals?
No, not even that. The problem with the advanced guy, he goes, I'm advanced now, guys. I screen. I don't approach anymore. I don't approach. Look at those 6-month RSD idiots around the club approaching. Ha ha ha, those idiots, they're all approaching. And he stops approaching and he goes, boom. And his results are done because he gets cocky. What happens to the intermediate guy?
Just keeps getting better.
The intermediate guy approaches a lot, approaches a shit ton. The intermediate guy builds and builds and builds and builds his life. But he gets stuck in this like self-development phase. More Napoleon Hill, more law of attraction, more kombucha, more health stuff, more, what time do you go to sleep, Madison? What's your waking schedule? What's more. And he never starts to screen. He never gets to step 3, which is screening. He never gets there. Because he never gets to step 3 of the screening, his growth is stunted. You know this guy, he's a player. He's a player guy. He's good at game. Girls like him, but he's stuck being 25 or 24 or whatever age he is, or he's stuck in his growth. Okay? He's stuck there. That's the intermediate guy. What about the beginning guy? What's the mistake of the beginning guy? The mistake of the beginning guy is that he wants to be stuck in building his life, but he just doesn't want to approach. He's like, I've been watching all the videos, and I understand it. They mean a lot of sense to me. And I feel great about all the RSD videos I've watched. I feel great, and I saw the stuff you guys did with Elliot Hulse, and it was good, and I really like that Brandon thing, and the blah, 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 and you guys are really expanding. Will RSD be a self-development company in 5 years? Because it seems like you're going that way. And no, great. When was the last time you went to the club and did some serious game? Oh, it's been a while now. Maybe you identify with that guy personally. When I say that, you laugh because it sounds true to you. And you're kind of stuck being that guy. You're just focused on building your life, but you stopped approaching. It takes all 3 levels for a man to really have that positive ecosystem. It takes all 3. You can't do just 1, you can't do just 2. It takes all 3. All 3. All 3. You gotta approach. If you're a beginner, just do that. Just focus on that. Get that handled. First 6 months to a year, man. If you're intermediate, okay, got to start building your life, and maybe you want to do that the first 1 year to 3 years, and or shorter, depending on how fast you fucking get it. And if you're advanced, you're starting to go past intermediate to advanced, you got to start screening. You got to start screening. You got to start screening hard. And you can't drop any of the 3. If you drop any of the 3, you suck. It's like when you go to school, you're like, it's exam time. I'm building my life. I'm doing school. I'm building my life. I haven't done an approach in 2 months, but I still got game, man. I still got game. And then you go out to the club and you get blown out for a week. And you're like, I don't understand. I was studying med school. Well, you need to do all 3. You got to do all 3. You can't leave it to chance. You got to do all 3. That is what Lifegame requires, the way that you live your life. Okay? So here's what I want to do. Here's what I'm going to go. 1, 2, 3. Yes. Yeah. This is hilarious. And then we start the orgy. You didn't say anything. Lifegame. Lifegame.
Thank you, man.
Lifegame. Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers. Okay, cool. Last one, you here? Say something to me, man.
Thanks.
All right, wait, give me this back. Hold up. Okay, this is. Right. This is what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. It's the example, okay? You came all this way. How long did you have to wait at the front door to get to that seat in the front row? A while. You had to get here early. I know for a fact that you were here probably around 6 o'clock because my assistant sent me a photo of the room to show me who was in the room, and I saw a lot of you guys here in the front row. So you were here probably 6 o'clock. I was here not 6 o'clock. But I flew about 5,000, 6,000 miles to be here, okay? And then me, I don't even know you. And I got you alcohol. And you're like, I don't even know you. Did you deserve this? Did you do something for it? No. But you gotta be appreciative, man. Not because like, yo, I'm fucking Madison, I'm giving you booze. Not because of that, but you gotta be appreciative because if you don't learn how to appreciate this, how are you gonna appreciate anything else? And you're gonna get that 10 eventually, and you'll be like, damn, she's not as great as I thought. You won't be able to appreciate it. When I first started, I got my first kiss, I was appreciative. When I got my first phone number, I was appreciative. Anything I got, I was like so fucking appreciative. And when you're like, hey man, that's cool, or it's like, it's not even me that I'm worried about, because dude, I could pour this fucking out right now, and I don't give a fuck about the alcohol. I can buy alcohol all day long. I don't even drink, really. I'm just doing this for the fun of it, for the hell of it. But who loses is not even me, it's you for yourself. You lose for yourself. Like, you lose on yourself. You know what I'm saying? It's like you're losing on just loving yourself, just enjoying the fucking moment. Having a drink with me, cheers and some good shit. You're losing for yourself. And then the other guys are in the back like, fuck, this guy isn't even why? Like, these guys were like, motherfucker, like, I would kill to be in the front row right now, getting some booze. And then they're pissed off about it. Not pissed off, but they're like, dude, these guys all in the back want you to appreciate it. They want you to enjoy yourself. They want you. They see you and like, oh man, fucking seize the day, man. Fucking seize the moment, man. Do it. The only reason that I'm here on stage, by the way, is not that I'm better than you guys. I'm really good at this skill of like talking or dating or picking at women. But I inspire you guys to see what's possible. I inspire you guys to see what's possible in yourself. I've sorted out some bullshit in my mind, and I inspire you guys to sort out some bullshit in your mind. And when they see you in the front, they're like, dude, we want to sort out this bullshit for you. They want you to be happy. They want you to appreciate it. They want you to enjoy the fucking moment, seize the day, smell the roses, all that shit. And if I'm passionate about it, I have to be, because sometimes I go out on boot camp and I see students get a makeout. I'm like, you got a makeout? It's like, yeah, but I didn't bathroom pull her. well, you know. Okay? So don't do it for me. Do it for you. And don't even be shocked if you fucking sat in the front row, so you're gonna get this shit. You've seen RC videos. You know what happens. You guys know what happens when you sit in the front row. Tyler pulls you on stage, you're like, ah, with your shirt off like halfway through. That's what happens. I'm on stage with Owen, and like some kid's like, I have a question. I'm like, shit. I'm like, he's like, get on stage. 20 minutes later, this kid's shirt's off. He's like, ah. That's what happens when you sit in the front row, okay? So yeah, I'm gonna give this back to you, but I want you to appreciate it just for fucking you, man. Not even for me. It's like, just celebrate the fucking moment for you, okay? Cool? Thanks. All right, cool. All right. So, before I get into the infield, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you guys a charge, okay? The guys that have the glasses, and the guys who don't have the glasses, you can make a mental charge, okay? The charge is a mission statement to yourself in life. And the charge is this, okay? Let's raise your glass a little bit. There we go. The charge is this. Not to think about day game, not to think about night game, but to think about life game. To promise to ourselves that the way we do anything is the way that we're going to do anything. From the way that we drive our car, to the way that we put on our shoes, to the way that we take an umbrella outside, the way we do anything is the way we do everything. And we're not going to wait for the 5% of life when the girl is in front of us, but we'll wait for the 95% of life and how we live that. There is no game. Game is just a representation of what we do all the time. All right? Cheers.
Cheers. It's a life game.
Yeah, thank you.